你好. I'm actually doing this before homework is due for once. So let's get started. 现在开始吧. The first character this week is 字. 字 just means a word. In fact, 字典 means dictionary. So the word that went with it this week is 写字, which means just write a word. So something they have to do many times in their homework. And it's also the same as a 名字, which is name. And 名 is the word we learned last week. The next character is 在. Now, 在 is complicated, but it's used for two meanings that are used really regularly, almost daily, or actually like every minute. So it's probably important to learn the both meanings. The first meaning is at. So 在学校, at school. Now another point to point out that when you use at in Chinese, location is put in the beginning of the sentence, not at the end of the sentence like in English. So you do subject, location, and verb. So in English you would say, I saw my teacher at school. But in Chinese you say, I at school saw my teacher. 我在学校看老師. I at school saw a teacher. So no one's going to misunderstand you. No one's going to be like, if you say that in Chinese, I saw my teacher at school, people will just think you sound funny. And it's like someone who doesn't know the irregular verbs in English. It just doesn't sound right. So believe me, I get caught doing that. 在's other common meaning is present continuous grammar. So in Chinese, there's no verb conjugation to indicate the time. So 在 is one of the words that you add to a verb to indicate that's happening right now. So for example, 在吃东西 means I'm eating. And so just to say, 在 plus verb is the same thing in English as is verb ing. So happening now. You can say, if your kid asks you, what are you doing? You can say, 在看书, I am reading. So 在, two meanings. One means at, indicating your location, and the other meaning is 在 plus verb means you're doing that verb right now. Doing that verb at that moment. And another common thing, if it's too quiet around the house, I know the kids are around, and I can't see them, I will yell at them, 你在做什么? You doing what? So, what are you doing? 你在做什么? The next character is B. B means a pen or a writing implement. 铅笔, 铅is lead, so lead pen is a pencil. Oh. The measure word for B is 一支笔. As we talked about before, 个 is the regular measure word. It's used for like 80% of the things. And if you can't remember what the measure word, you can always use 个. But some nouns go with specific measure words, and the measure word for B is 支. 支 is the measure word for anything kind of long and thin and hard, versus long and thin and flexible, and that would be 条, like a noodle. So 支 is the measure word for anything long and thin and hard. Okay, the next word is 书. 书 means book. That's easy enough. Again, 看 is a word that we learned way in the beginning of the year. Is see, look. So to read, you say 看书. So it's actually literally looking at a book. There's no other special verb for read. Read is just 看书, look at a book. And another thing, when I was looking at the word 看书, it just made me think of something else. Another way to say a book or a certain kind of book is this, 小说. Now these are both characters the kids have learned so far. 小 means little or small, and 说 means to talk. So together you might think, oh, this must mean small talk. No, 小说 is a novel or a piece of fiction. So just once again shows you that you can read every character in a sentence but still not know what it means because two characters together can mean something totally different. The next character is Ben. Ben also has two meanings, of which they probably have only learned one at school. And what they learned is Ben as being a measure word for book. So 一本书. So I have told my kids a million times since they were born that the measure word for a book is 本, 一本书. They still insist on using 个, which is wrong, but just to go to show you, they also use wrong irregular verbs in English too. So I guess irregularity in languages doesn't kick in until they're a little older. But the measure word for a book is 本, 一本书. And ben plus 字 is a character that kind of turns things into a noun. 本子 is a notebook. And the other meaning of bin, which is not quite as common, but if you see bin with something else and it has nothing to do with a book, it usually means original or originally. So bin plus lai, which means come, benai, means originally. So 我本来要来 means originally I was going to come, but I changed my mind. So 本国 means original country. 本是 is original color, so 本 plus something else usually means the original of that thing. And 本来 just together means originally, like originally I was going to do this. So those are the characters for this week, and the phrase for this week is 你在做什么? What are you doing? I'm sure you'll use it often. So until next week, goodbye.